And ladies and gentlemen, we bring you live to Dartmouth Memorial Stadium here in Dartmouth, Massachusetts right now. Today we're supposed to have a great matchup today between the Plymouth North Eagles going in town to face off against the Dartmouth Indians. Ben Smith on the call for you guys today, and Dartmouth so far struggling week so far. Lost this week to Fairhaven on Monday, and hopefully getting back into the win column and try to get the win over Plymouth North today. Plymouth North, however, faced off against Dartmouth. That game ended up Plymouth North taking the victory there. Hopefully this time around, Plymouth North can hopefully sweep, or Dartmouth can bounce back and tie the series this season one apiece. And along with that, this season, Dartmouth, along with that, Plymouth North is coached today by Chris Perry. And they are ranked 32nd in Division II. Along with that, Dartmouth is ranked 36th in Division II, so they are out of the playoffs due to that loss the other day on Monday to Fairhaven. However, I think a win today could actually bolster their rankings, hopefully. Last week they beat Barnstable 10-8. And Dartmouth this season has been really on point when it comes to tougher opponents. Jackson Hart, such a great striker on this team. Great on the great player in the middle as well. So the face-off will start. Right now we got number 29 and the face-off. So we're underway here. That was Will Ganji to start this one off. And Jackson Hart will take it down to the near field. Outside the net. From behind the net, over to the near side, over. Now Hart, attack, shot! Missed there. And possession will stay in favor of Dartmouth. Now Hart again takes the shot wide to the right this time around. And will stay in Dartmouth's favor. By the way, number 1 is Tristan Almeida, a sophomore who got called up this week. Now, from the near end, behind the net, we got Howarth trying to grab the ball there, but is scooped up by Plymouth North. Near side, over to, now back over to Turkinets. Turkinets back over to Nolan McCumber. McCumber will take his time. Looks for an open Kelly. Owen Kelly takes the shot. Batted away, but it will stay in favor of Plymouth North here. Near side. And Cruz will keep it back over down the field this time around. Caden DaCosta. Ooh. A little scrum to start off. Now this is getting really pushy to start. Jack Howarth in the middle of it. Ooh, and Tristan Almeida. In between a rock and a hard place there. Back out to Almeida, who loses possession, who regains it. Spins away. Back over to Howarth. Now scooped up by Owen Perry. And Perry will give it to his goalie, which is number 11, Joe Lothrop. Lothrop will heave it down the field here. Back over to Owen Kelly. Kelly. Back over to Kirkpatrick. Thatcher Kirkpatrick will pass it back to Liam Whiting. Correction, Turkinets. Now Jackson Hart on the attack right away. Takes the shot. And saved right in front. A great scoop up there. And he's it down the field over to Thatcher. Now right in front. A save there from Cruz. I got to tell you, Aiden Cruz has just been phenomenal behind the pipes this season. Back out to Brady Oliveira. As he fights for possession, he scoops. No. Actually, Adam McGower. Correction. Ooh. Things are getting chippy. Both sides are really going at it. And this is going to be a good competition today. If they're going at it already. Shot saved there in the glove by Cruz. Back out to Howarth. Near side Gramlich. Interesting fact is Gramlich, Gibson, and Jackson Hart are part of Greece. Are part of the play Greece at Dartmouth. And currently they're playing right now, which technically is never letting their team down, which I talked to them early this week, and they were like, I'm not missing out a game unless I have a funeral service or something. That's how you know you stay committed. Now Jackson Hart goes shot all wide to the left. That looked like it was going in that net for a second. And we'll just heave it down the field here. Kelly. Back out to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick. Oh, actually, it's behind the net. It fooled me there. Now here's a shot. Bounced away. Caden Bono on the shot there, and Cruz will send a heaver right down the field and scooped up by Gramlich. Gramlich loses possession, scoop up by Howarth. Jack Howarth loses his stick. And it's going to be Plymouth North ball. Oh, Jackson Hart delivers on the hit. Back out to the near end, over to Thatcher. Thatcher covered by DaCosta, which it goes down the field over to from McGower. Shot! Oh, wide to the right, and Rossi is... That was just a close one. Bryce Desiree. He definitely had that. And the immediate reaction from the crowd. I thought he had that too. Now Gibson will pass it over taking their sweet time around. Howarth back over to Gibson. Gibson on the attack. Here he goes. Gibson shot. Saved there by the goalie. That is Lothrop. Both goalies have been really good so far. And no goal within 7 minutes of this game. This is such a competitive game. Probably one of the most competitive games I've seen in lacrosse ever. Back over near end. Spin away. Here's the shot. Off the crossbar. And the rebound. Who will scoop it? It looks like Plymouth North will have it. Back over. Near side over to the front. Here's the shot. Saved there. Matt Doherty. Who's a freshman. A lot of confidence when you have a lot of freshmen. When you have a freshman on your team, that's how you know you got really good confidence in your players. And that's what I like about Perry, is that has a lot of confidence. Now Mac Doherty again. He gets the goal. Mac Doherty strikes Plymouth North up 1-0. Now let's look at an instant replay. Just a great sidearm shot, and Cruz was unaware of that play there, and we'll go on to the bench for a breather. Ganji will go on the face-off, and it only took 8 minutes and 4 seconds to score the first goal of the game today. Back out to Desiree. Desiree will look and throw it to, he will fake it actually. And it's scooped up by Almeida. Actually scooped up by Desiree. Back out to Howarth. Howarth back over to Gibson. Now Gibson has to give it to Jackson Hart, who bobbles it. Who could try to go on the attack here. Scoops around. Over to Almeida. Spin away. Here's Gibson. Looks, shoots it, hits it! Will Gibson puts Dartmouth up at a tie game, 1-1 apiece. Now instant replay here. Great spin away. And just had that great read on that shot. And Lothrop Jackson Hart. Here he goes. Back out to Desiree. Desiree from behind throws it back. Now Hart. Jackson Hart back out to the backside to Jacob Grieve. Now Howarth. Now spins away. Ooh, tripped. Ooh, a shoving from behind the back. I was about to get out of the box there. Caught myself. Masuko, who's been really phenomenal this year, along with Jackson Hart. Lennox Masuko, only a junior too. And you can really tell that this team, the shot, it's in for a goal! Lennox Masuko. Like I was just saying, Lennox Masuko, just a junior, and just really helping Dartmouth in so many ways. 2-1 Dartmouth. And face-off won by Dartmouth. It's Ray Gramlich. Now, Desiree. Back out to the near side, Masuko. Jackson Hart will take his time. Jackson Hart has not scored a goal yet today. Will Gibson and Lennox Masuko have scored. Now Hart takes the shot wide to the right. Great attack there from Jackson Hart. But hopefully coming into the second quarter, Jackson Hart can develop and make his shots this time around. Back out to the near side. Now Hart has time, fakes the attack. Now spins away, trips up. He's in trouble. Throws it to Desiree. And it's scooped up by Jack Howarth. Howarth over to Gibson. Gibson, here he goes. Gibson on the attack. Shot! In the glove of the goalie, Lothrop. And the time will wind off the first half of play. 2-1 Dartmouth after one. We will be right back right after this. Do not go anywhere. And welcome back to action, ladies and gentlemen, here at Dartmouth Memorial Stadium. The score is 2-1 Dartmouth after one quarter. And right now, the only goals of the game came from Lennox Masuko, who just recently scored, put Dartmouth in the lead. And then another goal from Will Gibson here. And the face-off is won by Plymouth North after a tough face-off by Ben Harrington, along with Cole Jenkins. Now the attack here from Owen Perry. Backside, oh, the shot, no good. Loses possession, however. Scooped up there by Owen Kelly. Kelly. Here's the attack. Kelly spinning around, takes a shot. It's in for a goal. Owen Kelly, his first goal of the night. It is tied to a piece. Let's look at an instant replay here. He just had a great attack in. A lot of miscues from Caden DaCosta there, who couldn't just defend him really well. It's tied to a piece now. And the face-off is won by Dartmouth. That's Jackson Hart. Hart back out to Desiree. Desiree back out to AJ Acosta, which I mixed up between him and Tristan Almeida. Spin around. Ooh! Breaking ankles. Masuko shoots. Oh! Just bounces. Now Gibson spins away. And Gibson now on the attack. He has open room. He could shoot. It goes to the right, but it will stay in Dartmouth's favor, however. Loses possession, but it will be a turnover here. I agree. Back out to the near field. And Howarth trying to get possession, which is scooped up along the near end by Josh Pierce. Ooh, and this is getting physical. Between Ben Harrington and Thatcher Kirkpatrick. The attack here for McCumber. Now he passes to Bono, passes it over to Kirkpatrick. Now from behind the net here is Cooper King. Cooper King looks. Will pass it over. Now the shot. Ooh! Just a little too high there for Bono on that shot. Spins away. Back out to McCumber. Here he comes. Shot wide to the left. Goes out of bounds. Ben Harrington trying to chase it down here. .8:39 left remaining in the first half. A tie game 2-2 here. Ben Smith on the call for you guys today. And so far, it's been one of the most entertaining games I have seen both offensively so far today. Actually, defense, I got to give credit where credit is due, too. And wide open. Oh, what a save! Oh, my Lanza! What in the world? I thought that was going in, but trouble in traffic. Acosta had that read, but just a one-handed save. I cannot believe what I just saw. That's probably one of the most insane saves I have ever seen commentating lacrosse in field hockey in all my years. That is one of the most insane plays I've seen. Let's look at one last time. Acosta looked like he had it, but just a one-handed save. It doesn't take more than that away. Both teams will talk it over real quick. Rossi wants to talk it over. I don't think he was a little bit happy about that save. That's insane. That is insane, dude. And it doesn't get better than that. Back out to the near side to Kelly. Kelly back out to Turkinets. Save by Cruz. Pembroke, Barnstable, Hingham, Duxbury, and they just lost to Scituate last night, 20-0. And especially after last night, you want to try to win big time this time around. Now here's a shot wide to the left there. Saved there by the goalie. It was a clean hit. But this is going to be a penalty shot, however, I think. Back out to the near side over to Sam Magnarelli. Now the shot, ooh, no good there on the shot. However, scooped up by Kelly. Back out to the near side over to Turkinets. And that will sail out of bounds. And it will be Dartmouth possession. And Andrew Souza will... No, it's going to stay in possession of Plymouth North. Shot it right in front. A beautiful save. Now, we've seen this before. Here's Aiden Cruz just taking it down the field. And a penalty marker this time around as Aiden Cruz is leveled. We got another flag on the field. All right, let's look at a replay at this hit. Just goes down the field and just gets pushed by the backside. I agree. Back out to Gibson. Ooh! A little to the left, though. If he had more to the right side, he would have gotten the goal. Takes it in. Here's Howarth. Back out to Gibson. Now Grieve. 3:26 left remaining. Here's Hart. Spins away. Hart looking for room. Back out to Masuko. Could he go for the attack? No, he won't. Back out to Will Gibson. Gibson back out to Hart. Hart spins away. Gibson again. Takes a shot. And saved in the net by the goalie, Lothrop. We have possession loss here as it's scooped up by Hart. Back out. Here's the shot. Sidearm. And it's a save there from Plymouth North. This goalie is on point. Both goalies, I gotta say. And no whistle yet. It looks like it's a substitution change. Oh, actually, it's a foul on Dartmouth. So Plymouth North will take it out. "40 yards out. I know we play at this turf field, but like in the next few years, we're going to have to. There's a lot of things that's going to change in the next few years. The stadium's potentially going to be remodeled. I'm hoping. I mean, the inflation cost so far is not letting Dartmouth remodel this facility. They already did the turf field. Ooh! Now Cruz just wants that smoke. Well, like, the turf field is nice. And I don't know if you've watched in most recent, but like New Bedford just got a new turf lacrosse field, which is pretty nice. Now the shot, saved by Cruz. I think Cruz just had that one anger moment earlier this game. Ooh, it's deflected. Jackson Hart trying to steal it, but the Indians will have possession now. Jackson Hart gets hit in the head. Back out to Masuko, which goes out of bounds. But New Bedford just got a new lacrosse field, and it's all turf, and it looks pretty nice. They just had, I think it just happened like a few weeks ago, they just cut the ropes to that new facility. A timeout is taken here by Dartmouth. But potentially in the next few years, you could see Dartmouth like expanding in the stadium. They already have that new that new warehouse that they just put in last year, where they put all the supplies for the stadium and whatnot. And that's a good addition that they put in because they don't have to put it in the back of the bleachers, the wayside bleachers, so they don't have, because it's always packed in there. I remember when football season came around, there was so much stuff lying around, like there was nowhere to put stuff at all.
Let's go, North! Go, boys! Go, White!
Deflected away there, AJ Acosta. Now back out to Desiree, which that will go out of bounds. Tries to save it inbounds, but like, that will be a turnover. Loose stick, scooped up by Hart. Back out to Hart. Now here's the shot. It's in! Jackson Hart, his first goal of the night. And with just 42 seconds remaining in the first half, Jackson Hart tacks up a goal. And that's his first goal of the night. Let's look at an instant replay. It looked like it hit the goalie, but it didn't. He couldn't save it there. And a timeout has been taken. 42 seconds left remaining in the first half of play. Yeah, let's look at another instant replay of this, and Jackson Hart. What more can you say about Jackson Hart? He's the bad man when he comes to football, and when it comes to lacrosse, he's still the bad man. There's nothing that you can compare Jackson Hart to, because he's been playing this game for a very long time, and like potentially he said he doesn't want to play football in college. He wants to pursue playing lacrosse. I think he has a more good advantage of making the PFL or the PLL. What was it, the PFL or the PLL for lacrosse? I gotta Google it. Yeah, PLL, Premier Lacrosse League. I thought it was the PFL. And that league I think that league just literally started like a few years ago. And like the Boston, 2018. And their organization, the Boston Cannons, won the championship. They're based out of Gillette. Their inaugural... .22 seconds left remaining. scrum. Ray Gramlich along with it. The near Nick Reardon. And the clock winds off, but like that will end the first half of play here. 2-3, Dartmouth in the lead. Both teams scored one. Coming into the second half, the second quarter. Now it's halftime. We'll take a quick little break and we'll be back in just 10 minutes. So, welcome back to action here in the second half of this game. Dartmouth up 3-2 after one half. Ben Smith on the call for you guys today, and it's just been really interesting so far. Dartmouth has just been really on point. Both teams, I have to say, has been really great so far. And it's going through mostly the offense, and mostly their goalies have been really good so far. And, you know, I just said my final take, which I'll say later in the game. But anyways, back to action here. Kirkpatrick shot a little bit wide for Kirkpatrick, who is a little bit upset.
Let's go, boys.
Now Jackson Hart down the field. Here he goes. Back out to Howarth. Howarth back over to Acosta. From behind the net, Acosta loses possession and is grabbed there by Bryce Desiree. He kicks it. That will be a penalty, however. They'll let that still play on. Oh, it's going to be a foul on Plymouth North. Fake toss over to, that fooled me there. Fake toss from Jack Howarth, Jackson Hart to Jack Howarth. Now Hart planning on the attack. Here he goes. The shot. Oh! Wide to the right. It will stay Dartmouth possession, however. So far in the last 2 weeks, Dartmouth sports has been really good. I mean, I got to tell you, though, boys lacrosse is going to be good in the next year. I think next year they can easily be top 20. I think this year they can be top 22. But, I mean, last year's hiatus kind of threw them down in the rankings. And wide to the right. A good shot by Adam McGower. His first year in lacrosse, Adam McGower, too, and he's just been a good defenseman for Dartmouth. Here's the shot. Goal! The trick-away shot in the sword in from Bryce Desiree. Does a little silly there to top that one off. Just a great Cirque du Soleil shot. And just spikes it to the ground. Dartmouth up by 2 now. Hart back. Oh, loses possession. That is Jack Howarth. And what's interesting is, though, in boys lacrosse, they use half the field. Girls lacrosse plays the whole field. The shot, no good. A thing to notice, though, mostly, girls lacrosse is the red lines here at the field. Boys lacrosse is the blue lines. The last game I did here for boys lacrosse was against Middleborough, where Dartmouth took their first win of the season over Middleborough. And hopefully, you know, today, if Dartmouth plays the way they have been playing, keeping this game hopefully at a winning pace for Dartmouth, hopefully this bolsters their rankings. They're 36th in the MIAA, which is kind of a disappointment, though, because, you know, last week Dartmouth beat Barnstable, and Barnstable is way high in the power rankings. They're going to call a penalty on that. I think they're going to call a stick hit there. Howard trying to set a pick. Goes out. Back over to Desiree. Desiree back over to Howarth. Howarth. Masuko now. Jackson Hart. Hart spins. It's in! Jackson Hart. A goal there for Dartmouth. 5-2 now. Let's look at an instant replay here. Jackson Hart just well attacked and just a well shot there, and making the goalie Lothrop not pay attention to that. Just fool his mind there. .24 Cole Jenkins on the faceoff for Plymouth North, and along with that, Will Ganji on the faceoff for Dartmouth. Will Ganji and Lily Ganji, both lacrosse players for boys and girls lacrosse this year. Both have been really good defensemen. Been really good on defense this season. It's that brother-sister bloodline. And Aiden Cruz just heaves it down the field. And it's scooped up by Jack Howarth. Jack Howarth's going to be hit from the back. I don't know how they're going to... But he still gets the goal. It looks like he got hit on the backside. Let's look at an instant replay here, as he was hit behind the back, but keeps his balance and gets the easy goal. So far, all the shots for Dartmouth this half have all been goals. Most of them have been goals. the MI, along with that, I mean, a lot of teams in Dartmouth, the Dartmouth teams are trying to get back into their win columns now. I mean, girls lacrosse is coming back. I think Grace Haskell is trying to really motivate the team. You know, that loss to Falmouth, where the game I was commentating, kind of struck me a little bit, but like, there, and the shot, it's in for a goal. The goal scored there by Kaden Bono. And a 3-6 game. And just a great jump Cirque du Soleil shot there for Plymouth North. Back to my story, girls lacrosse so far this season started off struggling. Only one win. Started off 1-4 in April 19th. Now 5-4, playing at Plymouth North today, and hopefully trying to beat Plymouth North. They lost to them here the first time around. And the thing is, Seamus said, like, we got to play better, we got to do better. And so far, after I talked to her after that game, and I know she was a little disappointed about the loss, but like, she kind of could admit that we could have played better. And so far, they've been 5-4. Now Masuko, ooh, wide to the right, scooped up by Desiree. Now Gibson, back out to Jackson Hart. Here's Hart, the attack, shot, wide to the right. Yeah, I mean, they could play better in many ways, but typically you would say Dartmouth for sure. Wide left shot there. But like girls, later on, a few days later, I was talking to Ava Crane, former Dartmouth player. She's in South Carolina, who I refer to as a serial killer, if y'all know, when it comes to volleyball. I call her the serial killer. I like to refer to her as a serial killer. She's actually come, oh, what a shot and a good goal there from Lennox Masuko. 7-3 now, Dartmouth. And Lennox Masuko just playing one of his best games. Just playing a good game so far today. Let's look at an instant replay. Good shot there by Lennox Masuko, and he'll just do a little celly. You know, Indians are up good so far. They want to continue that way. Hart hit behind the back. Well, but I was having a full-on conversation, again, back to my story. I had a full-on conversation with Eva Crane, who played for Dartmouth, is in South Carolina, right at the University of South Carolina, but come back next year to Bridgewater State to play lacrosse and volleyball. But like the thing is, a great shot and a great goal. Will Gibson just making it look easy today. Will Gibson. All Dartmouth attackers are just all over Lothrop today. Yeah, an hour-long conversation. She's going, but like she said, like I think we'll catch our, we'll be good. I mean, Seamus is still a young coach, and I think she'll trust the rebuild. I mean, what's going to be hard more, I feel like, it's for her rebuilding than Lassie for volleyball, because they lost two of their best players. Lacrosse in lacrosse, they lost Sorrel Lawton in 2022. And then this year, they don't have no Ava Crane. So two of the best players are off the roster. And that kind of doesn't help when you're a young coach and you're trying to still rebuild. And and the thing is, I trust the process in many ways. And I don't mind anything regarding, I don't mind it so far. I think Dartmouth will try to come, girls lacrosse will try to come their way back. Find their way back. Correction. Shot! They're going to call a foul on that. No, they're not. I kind of agree with that. Andrew Souza down the near field. Here he goes. Back out to AJ Acosta. Shot. No good, wide to the right. A great shot, but to no avail. .57 seconds left remaining in the third. Here's Howarth. Howarth back out to Bryce Desiree. Loses possession, but scooped up by Jackson Hart. Now Jackson Hart, here he comes. Spins away. Spinning again, another fake, a shot. Oh, just a tight shot that is just way too high for the goalie here. 10 seconds left remaining. Now they got to dump it off to Jackson Hart. Hopefully a buzzer beater shot coming. Back out to Acosta. Here he goes. Acosta on the attack. Tries to shoot it, but to no avail. And that will be the end of the third quarter of play from the stadium. 8-3 score after 3. We will be right back. Do not go. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our fourth quarter action here. 8-3 Dartmouth score after 3 quarters down. And just the second half for Dartmouth, adding 5 goals in the second half. And just coming into the second half, Dartmouth's just been really explosive. And the first half, in the first half, Plymouth North's goalie, Joe Lothrop just looked pretty phenomenal. Now he's got to step up to the plate here and try to not add more goals for his team up here. Although this is probably one of the most competitive matchups I've seen personally. Jack Howarth from behind the net. Desiree sets a pick. Will cut outside, back out to Desiree. Now Howarth cuts it to Desiree. Desiree over to the near side. Acosta over to McGower. Adam McGower thought he was going for the attack there, but he said no to that. Here's a shot wide to the left. Ooh! This is getting more physical. Let's look at an instant replay. Let's see what he was doing. He was trying to take his stick away. Oh! And I don't blame Gramlich one bit. It's been an interesting day, I feel like. You know, when you have Odell Beckham, who just signed with the Dolphins. It's just so interesting of a day. Back out to Hart. Hart shot saved there from the goalie. Ooh! I don't know how they're not going to call that. Let's look at an instant replay. Ooh, yeah. I don't know. In forward progress. Near side shot. Ooh, to the right side. Ooh, bad throw by the goalie. There. And the official. As Andrew Souza getting tripped up. Oh, and he gets shoved there. And Andrew Souza's gonna look. And I don't blame Andrew Souza. Just going too physical there. And that's going at the player. Shoves Souza to the ground. And then Souza shoves back. I don't blame him. I would have done the same thing. And this is coming from a football player myself. A former football player. And the amount of countless times I've been hit, I just get up back on my feet and I just hit them from the backside. Back out near side. The shot. The save by Cruz. And just Adam McGower just megs him down the near field. Here he goes. Adam McGower. Back over. Acosta. Pass over, no good. Deflected and rebounded by Pat Keat. Now the attack from Nolan McCumber. McCumber passes it over to Caden Bono. Bono back to Magnarelli. Andrew Souza comes back in. The thing I like about lacrosse too is that there's a lot of mental toughness. And you can clearly see both sides today, a lot of toughness on both ends. And Jackson Hart just taking it down the field this time. Here he goes. Hart over to Howard. Howard shot! Deflected away. Bryce Desiree will take it out here for Dartmouth. Ooh, just fakes the shot, but like, that was a little Patrick Mahomes sidearm. Scooped up here from Adam McGower. Here he comes. Cuts outside. We'll toss it over to Lennox Masuko. Dead ball here in the timeout coming from Dartmouth. With 5:46 left remaining in play. 8-3 so far. No score coming into the second half of action. Want to let you the 8th, Plymouth North will play Silver Lake on the 8th. Dartmouth plays at 3:30. Plymouth North plays at 6:30. So Dartmouth will travel across the street, down the street on the corner of Slocum. It should be competitive. It should be a good competitive matchup. Bishop Sting's been good this year, and really a tough opponent when it comes to boys lacrosse for Dartmouth. And Dartmouth is trying to just bolster their way back. So they already beat Apponequet this year. Shot is in! Lennox Masuko, the hat trick. 9-3. Just Lennox Masuko today, man. 3 goals so far. And it just doesn't get better than that. Scooped up by Hart. Here's a shot. It's in! Will Gibson. 10-3, Dartmouth. And that just might be the dagger. Will Gibson. I think that's his 3rd goal. That's his hat trick for the day. And a scrum, and it's taken up by Dartmouth. Back out from behind the net. Howarth, they're going to call a penalty after it looked like Plymouth North was kicking it, though. Clock resumes. 4:35 left remaining. Ooh, collided between a rock and a hard place. It just Adam McGower levels Mac Doherty. way outside. Shot. .223 left remaining. And the ball trying to go. Chase as it's chased down the near field. Jack Howarth back out to Acosta. Now Acosta throwing it over to Jackson Hart. Jackson Hart trying to go for the attack. Shot is in! Jackson Hart! He gets the goal and hits that 2-minute mark. Just a good read and a great shot there from Jackson Hart. 2 minutes left remaining. And scooped up by Andrew Souza down the near field. Here he comes. Toss over to Costa. Now Costa over to Desiree. Bryce Desiree back out to Costa. Under a minute and 30 left remaining. Ooh, Desiree loses possession, but it's scooped up by Acosta. Here he goes. Now Masuko gets another goal! And that is the dagger, most likely. A blowout, to say the least, coming in to this contest. Into the second half of this contest. They have Sean Coleman as goalie. Minute 12 left remaining. Shot underneath. As he is shoved. Here comes the attack. Spinning away. Back out to the near side to Turkinets. And turnover here with 16 seconds left remaining. And that just might do it here from the stadium. All they can do is just settle down this clock. Over to Mick Figueredo. And Figueredo will just wind out the clock here from the stadium. And they will just give him a little CPR. as the Indians take the victory here at the stadium. Final score 12-3. My final thoughts on the game. Jackson Hart today just playing a phenomenal game, and it doesn't get better than this. Jackson Hart and Lennox Masuko. Also, Will Gibson, you gotta give credit where credit's due. They've been playing really well so far, and this season just going their way so far. And you gotta give it's just so much excellence I've seen in boys lacrosse in a very long time, and it's been really great game defensively. Both goalies played really well, and on the offense too. Both offenses have been well in the first half. Coming into the second half, Dartmouth kind of found their momentum and put 12 goals on the board and close out this contest. Our next coming games, Dartmouth once again will play at Bishop Stang next Wednesday, and that face-off is 3:30 for that game, and Silver Lake will, and then Plymouth North will play Silver Lake on Wednesday. At 6:30 at home, back at home there. Our coverage here on DCTV will continue next week with baseball versus Durfee at UMass Dartmouth. We'll be on Thursday at the 9th at 4 p.m. I think Evan Massoud will be on that call for you guys there. For our entire crew here at DCTV, Dan Medeiros, Mike Manise, our crew member here, and on camera, John and Dan, I am Ben Smith saying so long, everybody.